Welcome everyone to our Effective Communication Workshop. We're excited to explore the key strategies and skills that will enhance how we share and receive information in professional settings. But before anything else, we're delighted to introduce the team organizing today's Effective Communication Workshop. I'll be covering the basic concepts of communication, while Sherry Cheng will address the common barriers we encounter. Michelle Lim will share insights into effective communication techniques and the importance of team communication. Lichele Alegre will explore current trends in workplace communication, and Abegail Gatus will discuss the numerous benefits of mastering effective communication. So by the end of this workshop, our goal is for you to understand the basic concepts of communication, overcome the communication barriers, identify the effective communication techniques, understand the importance of team communication, stay informed about the latest trends and practices in workplace communication, and lastly, emphasize the benefits of effective communication. Now let's begin. As we explore the basic concepts of communication today, keep in mind how these principles can prevent business communication failures and enhance overall effectiveness in any situation. When people communicate, they share different kinds of meaning, like ideas and information, using a shared system of symbols. That is what communication meant according to Webster's dictionary. Communication is a fundamental aspect of human interaction, essential for sharing ideas, information, and emotions. But what is exactly communication, and how does it relate to effectiveness? When we talk about communication, it's more than just exchanging words or actions. It's about expressing emotions and intent. To have an effective communication, it means being able to convey a message in a way that not only reaches the audience, but is also completely understood, prompting the desired response or action. To enhance our communication skills, it's crucial to understand the mechanics of the communication process. This involves being mindful of several key elements: the sender, receiver, the message, the channel, noise, and feedback. By paying attention to these components, we can improve how we convey and receive information, ensuring that our messages are understood and interpreted as intended. This awareness helps us communicate more effectively and minimize misunderstandings. To better understand this, let's take a look at the communication process. Imagine it like a game of catch. The sender or the person speaking encodes their thoughts into a message like a throwing ball. The receiver or the listener decodes the message by catching the ball, meaning they understand what's being said. For communication to be effective, the sender must clearly encode the message and the receiver must accurately decode it. This ensures that the message is received and understood as intended. However, noise can interfere with this process. Noise refers to any external or internal factors that distort or obstruct the message, such as background noise, misunderstandings, or emotional barriers. Often, the receiver gives feedback, throwing the ball back to confirm they understood or to ask questions. So this back and forth exchange ensures both sides are on the same page. So, communication isn't just about talking. It's about encoding, decoding, and making sure the message is clear and understood. Now let's talk about the types of communication. First, we have verbal communication. This involves spoken words, whether in conversations, presentations, or meetings. Clear and effective verbal communication ensures your message is easily understood. Then we have nonverbal communication. This includes body language, facial expressions, and gestures. It often complements or contrasts with verbal communications, conveying additional meaning through physical cues. Then we have visual communication. This uses visual aids like charts, graphs, and images to support and clarify your message. Visuals help make complex information more accessible and engaging. And lastly, we have written communication. This covers text-based forms such as reports, emails, and memos. Written communication provides detailed information and a record of the message, ensuring clarity and reference. So by understanding and effectively using these types of communication, it enhances overall interaction and message delivery.
Thanks to our team member Alerma, she did an amazing introduction and the basic concept of communication. I'm Sherry. I'm going to present the topic is about overcoming communication barriers. So, what are communication barriers? Communication barriers is referred to those factors that render interpersonal communication ineffective. Here are some common communication barriers I would like to share. First, language barriers. Different language accents and dialects can cause misunderstandings. Psychological barriers. Emotions like anger or stress can interfere with clear communication. Cultural barriers. Different culture and gesture can lead to miscommunication. Physical barriers, such as noise, distance, or obstacles, can disrupt communication. Organizational barriers. Poor structure and the lack of communication channels can hinder information flow. Physiological barriers. Physical conditions like hearing loss or speech difficulty can affect communication. We talk about communication barriers. Is there any strategies to overcome barriers? The answer is yes. Communication strategies can help you enhance a brand image, distribute information effectively, and increase motivation. Here are some strategies you can use to improve communication in the workplace. Practice active listening. Active listening is the ability to receive and interpret information to clearly understand the message. Consider your tone of voice. Your tone of voice provides clarity and conveying meaning in a conversation. Send virtual messages. Communicating by email or direct messaging can affect the meaning of a message. Virtual messaging can be an efficient way to engage in quick and meaningful conversations with team members. Using virtual ad engage your target audience and ignite an emotional response. They can help convey important information to others and increase the receiver's ability to understand the content. Give and ask for feedback. Feedback can help the sender evaluate the effectiveness of the message and ensure the recipient interprets the message correctly. Feedback can help you engage in more meaningful conversations to increase workplace efficiency. Let's talk about importance of active listening and feedback. Why are active listening and feedback important? Because active listening helps to ensure that message is received and understood correctly. Also reduce misunderstandings and build trust between communicators. Feedback is essential for confirming that the communication has been effective. Also provide opportunities for clarification and improvement in the future interactions.
Now that we have seen the common barriers of communication, let us now discuss how we can prevent and improve it. We will discuss here some tips and techniques to do it. Did you know that there are a lot of factors that affect our communication? Communication techniques involve not only verbal but also non-verbal communication. This includes our facial expressions, posture, body language, and tone. This all contributes to how the other party in the conversation take and interpret the message. Your facial expression might definitely show you are not interested in the conversation or the way you sit or stand may indicate directly about your personality. Close posture may indicate hostility and friendliness and anxiety, while open posture may indicate friendliness, openness, and willingness. Even the tone of your voice, if you're naturally loud, might demonstrate negative emotion to the other party. Having said all that, we prepared you a list of techniques on how you can further improve your communication. Number one, before delivering a message, guarantee that your ideas are clear and consistent. Also, choose the best time to converse. You can assess the mood of the receiver to figure out if it's the best time to initiate the talk. Number two, use a choice of language that your receiver can easily understand. For example, if you are superior, it is not recommended to use overly complex terms to an intern. You also need to be aware of your emotion. Make sure it will not cause the receiver to get unclear info. Your body language, as mentioned earlier, conveys a lot of information, so be mindful. Number three, get feedback by following up. If the receiver understood your message, you may answer and clarify gray areas if necessary. As we always say, listening is important in communication as it enables you to interpret the content of the message. Practice listening and avoid interruptions while the other party is speaking. Number four, develop your cultural competence. Learning about the different cultures of people you interact with can help you communicate with them more effectively. And lastly, avoid giving too much information. Conveying too much information to the receiver can lead to communication breakdowns. Instead, release only the important information and wait for the feedback before sending more. So, with all these techniques we discussed, we will now move on to the importance of having this done to a team or workplace environment. What is the importance of team communication? Team communication improves efficiency and productivity. There will be less misunderstandings, better connections on roles in a project, and can avoid double work that occurs when the team don't communicate well on the task that needs to be done. Since they can manage all the information needed, they are able also to do it faster and with highest quality. It makes solving problems simpler. Sharing ideas and thoughts on a problem helps to get a more diverse set of opinions and solutions. This brainstorming can also contribute to a more creative and efficient approach to solve a problem. It helps manage conflict effectively. Colleagues that are used to discussing things on a regular basis are more inclined to having good relationships. They also practice the skill of listening and are used to having an equal amount of respect to each other. Such teams are more likely to be open minded and understanding. It builds positive work environment. Communication in the team promotes building healthy relationships. They are more likely to know each other's strengths and weaknesses. They are all able to collaborate, talk, and empathize with each other. Above all, they will learn how to foster trust and camaraderie.
Since we already know what communication is all about and its importance, let's now discuss the workplace communication trends. Workplace communication trends refers to the current way of exchanging information or ideas in a professional environment. It is the increasing use of digital communication tools. Because of the rapid changes in technology, businesses are adopting new platforms which are essential for effective communication. Some of the communication trends are: the first one is the hybrid work, the most popular trend because of the pandemic era, which generally changes the business landscape. It is flexible, time and cost saving, and has a better work life balance. The second one is the streamlining of work communication applications, which is the unifying of several communication applications like emails, phone calls, text messages, which are now combined in one app like the Microsoft Teams. cloud-based software. It is a tool that can be accessed with the use of the internet, like file sharing and storage of data that can be accessed by anyone in the business organization. The mobile-first communication which is thriving nowadays. Every business tool has a highly responsive website that has a mobile app feature where you can make calls, share files, and sign documents. Thus, you can work on your phone. The fifth one is the human resource which are becoming digitalized. As work shifts into online, so as the training and collaboration of HR management. An example is virtual team building activities or programs that boost employee morale. Employees' mental health, which is an important aspect in the hybrid work setting. It is taken care of by giving valuable wellness employee program and offering a work-life balance to prevent burnout. And the last one, which is the artificial intelligence, which is becoming more and more utilized. The use of AI is inevitable. It has taken the world by storm. Its job is to give information easily, which saves most of our precious time and will contribute more to productivity and creativity.
Now that we understand and identify the workplace communication trends, let's dive into the benefits of effective communication. Effective communication offers a wide range of benefits across personal, professional, and organizational that you will see in and outside your office when you take the time to nurture these skills. By investing in and developing effective communication skills, individuals and organizations can experience these numerous benefits, leading to more successful and fulfilling interaction and outcomes. The first benefit is enhance productivity and efficiency. When the team members understand their roles, the roles of others, and your expectation, they can focus more on their work and less on workplace issues. With effective communication, conflicts are resolved quickly, employees can be better manage their workload, and distraction are minimized. These benefits contribute to greater productivity for you and your team. Good communication skills can play an important role in nurturing positive work experience for your entire team. As people feel listened to and understood by you, you naturally improve your work environment. The second one is improve relationship and teamwork. Good communication also improves relationship both with employees and in your personal life with friends and family members. With effective communication skills, you're able to deliver clear expectation and objectives for your team. This involves finding constructive ways to point out when something is not working as well as providing helpful feedback to get people back on track. They will understand their specific tasks and responsibilities as well as those of their teammates, which will help eliminate conflicts and confusion. Listening carefully and offering quality feedback helps people to feel understand and understood that you will develop mutual respect. Also, with improved communication, team members will be better able to rely on each other. You will not have one team member feel as tough as they may carry the entire group. This improved division of labor will encourage a positive feelings and relationship between the team members, which leads to improved morale and work experiences. Lastly, increase employee satisfaction and engagement. With people feeling more confident in their work and in their understanding of what they need to do, they become more engaged with their work. By prioritizing effective communication, you can increase engagement and thus boost satisfaction among your team members. To sum it up, we have explored a comprehensive overview of effective communication in the workplace through 6 subtopics. We began by establishing the basic concept of communication, communication barriers, identifying effective communication techniques, understand the importance of team communication, identify the workplace communication trends, and lastly, the benefits of communication. As we conclude, it is evidence that mastering the art of communication is not merely a skill, but a strategic imperative for organizations aiming to thrive in today's competitive landscape. By embracing the principle and practices discussed, we empower ourselves to cultivate our clarity, collaboration, and continuous improvement. Let us apply this insight consistently, leveraging effective communication as a catalyst for achieving our professional and organizational objectives.
Here are some additional reading sources you can explore. These materials include case studies of companies that have successfully implemented strong communication practices, and also examples of business communication failures that offer important lessons. We've also included articles in using communication to resolve conflicts effectively. Feel free to check this out to deepen your understanding and gain more knowledge.
Thank you all for your time and participation today. We sincerely hope you found the workshop valuable and you learned something new. To further engage with the material and test your understanding, we have a short Google quiz available for you. Please click the link below to access the quiz. It will only take a few minutes and will help highlight what we've covered.